Napoleon Hill's Master Key to Success, The Complete Philosophy of Mental Dominion. A personal invitation. How do you do? I am sincerely glad that you have accepted this private meeting with me. Please be seated. Let your body relax and allow your mind to grow still. For the next little while, I ask that you place aside every worry, every unfinished obligation, every concern that usually claims your attention. What I am about to share with you is not information alone. It is not motivation, nor inspiration in the ordinary sense. It is something far more powerful. It is a key, a master key. With this key, you may unlock the door to any opportunity your mind can clearly imagine. With it, you may claim command over your circumstances, your direction, and ultimately, your destiny. At the very beginning of our encounter, I shall make you a promise. If you will decide, clearly, firmly, and without reservation, what you want most from life, and if you will write that desire down in precise terms, I will place into your hands the master key through which that desire may be realized. The moment at which this key becomes yours does not depend on me. It depends entirely upon when you are ready to receive it. This message is the first in a sequence of 13 principles. Each one moves you closer to mastery over yourself, and therefore over life itself. I will explain the master key in language so simple that it cannot be misunderstood, provided you are prepared to understand. Listen carefully. The secret may reveal itself sooner than you expect. The one law behind all human achievement. Psychologists, philosophers, and great thinkers throughout history have discovered a natural law that stands at the foundation of all personal success. I can express it in a single sentence. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Pause for a moment and consider the magnitude of that statement. It says nothing about social status, nothing about formal education, nothing about age, race, wealth, or inherited privilege. It speaks only of the mind. If you require proof that formal schooling is not a prerequisite for achievement, remember that Thomas Edison, who illuminated the modern world, received only a few months of common school education. Yet he conceived an idea, believed in it, and persisted until nature yielded her secrets. When I first heard Andrew Carnegie describe this law, I felt a stirring within me that altered the direction of my entire life. He explained that this principle enables every person to write their own price tag in life and then earn it. That single idea compelled me to search relentlessly for the source of the power behind it. What force allows belief to shape reality? What mechanism translates thought into form? My search led me beyond economics, beyond psychology, and into the realm of spiritual law, the unseen forces with which every human being is endowed. It was there that I discovered what I now call the master key. The supreme power you already possess. While working under Andrew Carnegie's guidance, I once confessed my doubt. I told him that I feared he had chosen the wrong person to present the world with a philosophy of success. I cited my youth, my lack of formal education, and my limited financial means. Carnegie listened quietly. Then he said words I shall never forget. There is a power, he said, far greater than poverty, far greater than lack of education, and far greater than fear itself. It is the power to take possession of your own mind and direct it toward whatever end you desire. This power, he continued, is the greatest gift bestowed upon humanity. Why? Because it is the only thing over which a person has complete and unchallengeable control. Every external condition, money, health, relationships, reputation, lies partially or wholly outside your control. But your thoughts do not. When you speak of poverty, fear, or limitation, you are not merely describing conditions, you are directing your mind to attract them. For it is a universal truth that whatever the mind habitually feeds upon, it attracts. This explains why all achievement begins with definiteness of purpose, a clear mental picture of what you want, held steadily in the mind. The two sealed envelopes of life. Every individual enters life carrying two sealed envelopes. One is clearly labeled, the riches you may enjoy. The other bears a more somber inscription, the penalties you must pay. The envelope marked riches contains these blessings. 1. Sound physical health. 2. Peace of mind. 3. Meaningful work of your own choosing. 4. Freedom from fear and worry. 5. A positive mental attitude. 6. Material riches in the form and quantity you desire. The envelope marked penalties contains the cost of neglect. 1. Ill health. 2. Fear and anxiety. 3. Indecision and doubt. 4. Frustration and discouragement. 5. Poverty and limitation. 6. Envy, greed, jealousy, anger, hatred, and superstition. Life will compel you to open one of these envelopes. The choice is entirely yours. The first practical step toward mastery. Your journey begins with action. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Obtain a small notebook. On the first page, write a clear, precise description of your definite major purpose. This is not a wish. It is not a vague hope. It is the one condition, position, or achievement that defines success for you. On the second page, write exactly what you intend to give in return for the realization of that purpose. No one receives something for nothing. Nature demands balance. Begin immediately, from where you stand, to give what you have promised. Memorize both statements. Repeat them at least 12 times daily. End each repetition with an expression of gratitude, not for riches yet to come, but for the power you already possess. Do not ask for more wealth. Ask for wisdom to use the riches you were given at birth, the power to control and direct your own mind. The mastermind principle. The second great principle of success is the mastermind. A mastermind is the coordination of two or more minds working in perfect harmony toward a definite purpose. Through it, you may borrow experience, education, influence, and even capital. More importantly, you gain access to collective intelligence, which multiplies power beyond individual effort. No great achievement in history stands alone. Every empire, invention, movement, and transformation was born from coordinated minds. When harmony exists, failure loses its grip. Form alliances rooted in mutual benefit. Work in cooperation, not competition. Align your purpose with service to others, and invisible forces will begin to move on your behalf. The habit of going the extra mile. The third principle is the habit of rendering more service than you are paid for, and doing so with a positive mental attitude. Success obeys a simple formula. Quality of service plus quantity of service plus mental attitude equals compensation and position. Those who consciously practice this habit attract opportunity. They become indispensable. They command their own price. Nature herself rewards this law. The farmer plants seed without immediate compensation. Only later does the law of increasing returns deliver abundance. So it is with you. Those who do only what they are paid for receive exactly that and nothing more. Applied faith, the activator of power. Faith is not something you acquire. Faith is something you already possess. Applied faith is the mental attitude that clears the mind of fear and directs it toward achievement. Most people unknowingly use faith in reverse, believing in failure, illness, limitation, and loss. A few consciously apply it toward health, prosperity, and purpose. The difference between success and failure lies in capacity for belief. Failures see obstacles only. Successful people see opportunities surrounding obstacles. Belief precedes action. Action strengthens belief. Persistence transforms belief into reality. Personality, discipline, and mental attitude. Your personality is your silent ambassador. It speaks before you do and remains long after you leave. A pleasing personality is built upon positive mental attitude, emotional control, courtesy and sincerity, flexibility and self-command. Self-discipline governs your habits, emotions, speech, and thought patterns. Without it, success collapses. A positive mental attitude stands at the top of all riches, for it enables you to transform adversity into advantage. Enthusiasm and personal initiative. Enthusiasm is the fuel that animates knowledge. Personal initiative is the engine that converts intention into reality. Those who succeed act without waiting to be instructed. They decide quickly, persist through difficulty, and accept full responsibility. Great achievements are composed of countless small acts performed consistently. Adversity, nature's hidden gift. Every adversity carries within it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is often the pathway to it. Those who learn to search for the hidden advantage in every defeat discover that life never acts against them, only for them in disguise. Imagination, the workshop of the mind. Imagination fashions the blueprints of reality. There are two forms: synthetic imagination, which combines existing ideas in new ways; creative imagination, which receives inspiration from sources beyond conscious awareness. Every invention, system, and innovation began as an image held in the mind. Use imagination deliberately. Exercise it daily. It grows sharper with use. Accurate thinking and mental mastery. Accurate thinking separates facts from opinion. It focuses only on what advances your purpose. Most suffering arises not from circumstance, but from unexamined belief. Ask always, how do I know? Demand evidence. Reject hearsay. Your mind is sacred territory. Guard it carefully. Cosmic habit force, the invisible engine. Cosmic habit force is the law through which repeated thoughts become permanent habits. Focus your mind consistently on what you desire, and this law will carry you toward it automatically. Neglect your thoughts, and the same law will carry you toward what you fear. There is no neutral ground. The master key revealed. The master key is not a technique. It is not a shortcut. It is not luck. The master key is conscious control of your own mind, directed by definite purpose, sustained by belief, reinforced by habit, and aligned with service to others. When you take possession of your mind, life must respond. Final reminder. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. The key is already in your hands. What you do next will determine everything.